Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, JenksTCG. Today we're going to be blocking some basics with Obstagoon, and this list was created by Chip Ritchie, also known as Trainer Chip. All of his social media is going to be in the description so that you can check him out. So without further ado, let's get into the video and block some basics. Alright guys, here's the list. This deck rocks a 4-1-4 Obstagoon line with our main attack being Obstruct, Dark and a colorless 90, basics can't damage it. The goons have some abilities that allow us to place damage counters. We also have Sableye V for some hard hits, and Yveltal-GX for that Doom Count GX to just knock out anything that has 4 damage counters on it. Along with that, we got some Lillie's Poké Doll to buy some turns, and the deck rocks a 4 count of Rosa, so that once a Pokemon gets knocked out, we can stream those Obstagoons and go ahead and find a Pokemon, a Energy, and most likely a Rare Candy. And yeah, overall, it's a really solid deck. Obstruct can make a lot of matchups auto wins, and an Obstagoon is a really good deck for anyone that's trying to get some free wins and farm those all basic decks. So let's get into some games and see just how the deck works. I'm gonna be starting the Zigzagoon. Our opponent has a mulligan, so we're gonna get some knowledge on what they're playing. Hopefully a deck that we just completely beat. And it looks like a Pikarom deck of some sort, so this is actually one of the matchups we like to see. All we just gotta worry about is that Tandem Shock. Gonna go ahead and take those 2 mulligans. And yeah, we even have Mew. So there's the Bolton start. I'm gonna go ahead and bench the Mew. Quick Ball, gonna get rid of this Lana's Rod. Go ahead and grab a Jirachi just so we can get some more stuff going. We already have Candy Obstagoon in hand, which is pretty solid. I'm going to go ahead and switch into this Jirachi. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have any energy, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Escape Board. And yeah, I got to go ahead and grab this and pass. So not too much going on. We really wanted an energy, but we do have the Candy Goon, which is super good. If the Raichu hits the board, we're going to want to use the Zigzagoon to put 10 on it, and then the Obstagoon to put 3 on it. Go ahead and one-shot it with Doom Count. Looks like an Electropower from our opponent. Dedenne going to discard their hand. And yeah, this deck is Trainer Chip's Players' Cup deck that he unfortunately lost the win into the next round to a Inteleon VMAX Omastar deck, which we will cover eventually. And not a very good matchup for the Goons, but the Goons can kind of fiend on some of these all basic decks. And yeah, overall, it's a pretty cool deck. Props to Chip for playing it. And yeah, it's really cool to just be able to block basics. I know that personally, I like decks that don't allow the opponent to really play the game as much as they like to. Really a fan of those things like Trevenant, Vileplume, etc. And Obstagoon is just another deck that's similar enough. Very reminiscent of Jolteon EX, besides the fact that it's a stage 2. So we're going to be obstructing our way to victory. And if our opponent doesn't have that Raichu out fast enough, they could be in some trouble. So we're going to need to play around Tandem Shock and Tag Bolt. But luckily we have Mew, so Tag Bolt shouldn't be too much of an issue unless it gets knocked out. The Vulcan are going to come down and grab the Quick Ball and an Energy. So it looks like our opponent used the Cocoa Prism, and I don't think they have the Thunder Mountain or the attachment for turn because they attach to the Bolton. So there's the Electrify. We're going to have that turn 2 Blitz, which with this hand, not ideal. We don't have the energy. It would have been really good if we had the energy last turn. Maybe we do draw the energy now, so we have some stuff going. I really want to find a Quick Ball or something into another Goon so that we can have 2 set up. I'm gonna go ahead and Stellar Wish. Do find Evolution Incense. Go ahead and grab that. And then I think our best bet, honestly, is to just hold this hand. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Evolution Incense to find the Linoone, just so that we don't have to burn the candy next turn. Go ahead and put this here. Attach a Dark Energy to it, and we're really only in trouble if our opponent has some form of Gust. So I think we're gonna go Cynthia as well. So I'm gonna put the Escape Board here, and then Cynthia. Just gotta find some more Zigzagoons. There's one, and a Communication, and a Lillie's doll. I'm gonna go ahead and put the doll into play, and put some damage onto the Pika. And then I don't really want this Jirachi to get knocked out, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the Lillie doll in the active and pass. So this is going to allow us to save our Jirachi, because our hand's not really doing too much right now. And if this gets knocked out, we might be able to find Rosa, get some more stuff going. There's the Reset Hole Marshadow. Not going to do a whole lot. Quick Ball. Going to discard the Switch. This deck actually plays a pretty unique stadium in Training Court, and that allows you to find energies from the discard, put them into your hand. So definitely something you don't see in every deck. There's the Dene, gonna discard a reset stamp. Something that can be super annoying about playing Obstagoon is if you can get tandem shocked and stamped to 1, you could be in a sticky situation. But that's why the Mew is important, just to try and get rid of Tag Bolt, so that it's not as big of a deal. There's the E-switch. So now this Pikarom has 5 lightning energies on it. They're likely setting up for the Tag Bolt, so that this Mew being in play for as long as possible is going to be really important. We do have the Ordinary Rod to get it back, and there's the boss's order actually, so that's a little obnoxious. Our Linoone is going to go down this turn, but if we can find a Rose off the Stellar Wish, we should be in an okay spot. That was a super annoying, very annoying boss order, so unfortunate there. But luckily we didn't waste the Rare Candy Goon that we had in our hand on the Linoone, or on the Zigzagoon, because it would have just got knocked out if they had any power. So there's the 150. They're going to be accelerating some energies onto the Boltund, and now it's kind of just a race to get these things going. That is one boss's order down, and I believe the Eldegoss as well, so it makes the Mew hard to KO. And there's the Rosa actually, so we're in a pretty good spot now. I'm going to go ahead and Stellar Wish first to see what we can grab. We do want this counter gain, but yeah, we do need the counter gain. So that's actually really good that we found this. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the counter gain. Toss this here, attach a Dark Energy Rosa into the Candy Goon and an energy. And now we should have a bunch of time to get some more stuff going. And the concession. So yeah, once we get the Obstruct going, if they don't actually play Raichu, there's really not much they can do. And they didn't KO the Mew, so the Tag Bolt was never going to come down. So overall, well played game 1 from us, because all we did is Obstruct. So let's get into the next game and obstruct some more opponents. Guys, game number 2, we had a mulligan. Our opponents can get some extra cards to start. We do end up opening the Jirachi, and our hand for going first is actually not great. We do need to find a Quick Ball or something to get some basics down. There's another Scoop Up Net. Gonna go ahead and Stellar Wish. No basics. So gonna go ahead and grab the Rosa. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and grab this Research. And I'm gonna go ahead and pass, and hopefully we survive another turn. So it looks like we're going against ADP. If it's ADP's Zacian, this matchup's really good for us, so we definitely want to stay in this, and hopefully we don't get knocked out. Our opponent would likely need a lot to knock us out on turn 1, some metal patches, or saucers, and an attachment, just to knock out this Jirachi. So here comes the Quick Ball. It'll be the first step of them getting this knockout. Energy in the discard already. They're off to a pretty good start. Just need a few more energies, a few more saucers, and some switching. There goes the Zacian onto the board. If we see the attachment committed to the Zacian, they're going to be in a lot better spot. There's a patch or a saucer onto the Zacian. You can tell that I played during Dark Patch because I keep saying Metal Patch in the games I'm playing. Metal Saucer, my bad. There's the Chaotic Swell. So our Training Court is not going to do a whole lot, because we have no stadium replace. I think our opponent's likely debating whether they want to go all in or not. I don't think they are. I think they're just going to attach this water energy here. They're about to grab. But they went second, so they get all the energies. Looking at this. There's the energy, so yeah, they're not going to go for it. But we are on a very big clock now. Now that the energy is committed, because they're likely going to GX. It makes it a little bit more difficult. The ADP, though, is a pretty free Doom count, though, if we can get 4 damage counters onto this, and that's going to be 3 prizes. There's another patch. If they have another one, which I don't think they do, but another saucer and a switch, and they will have the game. I'm not expecting it, but well, there's the bike. They just keep on digging. Let's see. All they need is saucer switch. Amazenta hits the discard. That's not going to be much use. Order pad. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, here's the heads. I'm scared. No way, no way. Oh no. That's not going to help them, is it? No. They are going to get the turn 1 GX though. That's not very cool. So maybe they just didn't have the switch or the saucer, one of the other ones. to get the win this turn. Are we getting BM'd? Is that what's going on? Oh, the ultimate ray. Oh my god. Okay, well, our opponent wins this one, so let's get into the next game. I completely didn't see that. GG's, everyone. Alright, get into the next game. Jirachi to start. The hand is looking kind of bad, but we do have Stellar Wish to go find some other stuff. Our opponent's going first. They open the Mewtwo Mine Report. Potentially they're playing Dragapult, or something with Ultra Space, so possibly Baby Blounds, which should be a relatively free win for this deck. We do have to worry about the Burning Confused and the Cramorant V, but other than that, this should be pretty easy. So we do need to find some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and space, and we got some goons in there. We need a Quick Ball to get some stuff going. Going to go ahead and Stellar Wish. Do find a Quick Ball. We have the Rosa, so I think we're good on that end. I'm going to go ahead and Quick Ball away one of the Dark Energies, because we can always grab another one off Rosa. I'm going to go ahead and grab a Zigzagoon. Put this into play. I'm going to put a damage counter onto the Mewtwo. Put the doll into play. Attach to the Zigzagoon and pass. I'm going to wake up. We can put 30 on this Blacephalon with Obstagoon's ability and then knock it out in one shot, so that's really cool. The net going to come down onto the Mewtwo. Welder. If our opponent doesn't get any basics and knocks us out, we actually win the game next turn, which is pretty neat. We have the candy, the double rose on the board. We actually do want to get knocked out here. We can go into the doll, put it to the bottom of the deck, and then go from there. But we're going to need to get another goon into play in order to hit the Blacephalon GX. There goes the Fireball Circus, going to take out our Jirachi. I'm going to go ahead and promote the goon because we want this doll in play. And then I'm going to go ahead and Rosa, grab ourselves a Obstagoon, a Dark Energy, and I think I want a Quick Ball. We're going to want to get another goon into play. But it possibly is better to just grab Research, which I think I am going to do. I'm going to grab Research because we're not going to get knocked out next turn. I'm going to go ahead and Rare Candy into the Obstagoon. Put damage counters onto this guy. Attach here. And then Obstruct. I was trying to think if they have Fiona or anything, but it shouldn't matter too much. We got the doll in play just to live. I'm going to find a Quick Ball. So we do have the guaranteed goon. There comes the Blacephalon onto the bench. Energy Retrieval, going to get 2 Fire Energies. There's the Welder. Depending on what's in the Blacephalon list, we could have some things to worry about, but I think we're alright for now. Welder, Jirachi, switch into the Rachi. There we see Stellar Wish. There's a Quick Ball. Attachment to the Blacephalon. And I would imagine we'll be seeing a pass. There's the Blacephalon GX, so that Bursting Burn gonna be a live threat now, so we gotta try and remove this from play as fast as possible so we don't have to worry about it. And there's our Yveltal-GX, so we can get rid of it with Doom Count GX, which I don't hate, but I don't really want to put the Yveltal into play. We go ahead and Quick Ball away the Scoop Up Net, grab Zigzagoon. And then I think I'll put 10 onto the Blacephalon, put this Escape Board onto this Obstagoon, and then Research. We can always Ordinary Rod the Yveltal back into the deck, and the hand's not great. But I'm going to go ahead... This is definitely a tough one. I think we're just going to Obstruct. I want to do something else with this hand, but I don't think there's a need to right now. So we're going to go ahead and Obstruct, take the knockout on this Jirachi, and grab a prize card. I said it was a tough turn, but then again, we are just preventing the basics from attacking, so it's not that difficult. But we got enough switch cards to survive some Bursting Burns. We definitely would have liked to have an energy hit the board this turn, but we're still in a pretty good spot. We have a switch to get out of the confusion and the escape board, so we should be and all right position. There it is. Bursting Burn coming down. Find a quick ball. I'm gonna go ahead and evolve into Linoone. And then put this Jirachi into play. Switch into it. Get rid of that burn. Stellar Wish. After I Evolution Incense. Find that Goon. I'm gonna go ahead and quick ball as well. Get rid of a Jirachi. Grab the Sableye. Seems fine. I'm gonna go ahead and Stellar Wish. Stellar Wish gonna find probably this. Yeah, this seems fine. We really needed some other stuff going, but I think for now this should be okay. We might actually have to hit through the confusion next turn, which isn't great. I'm gonna go ahead and scoop up the Jirachi. Go into the Goon. I'm gonna bench the Mew so Cramorant can't come into play. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just obstruct. If we can flip heads through the confusion next turn, we're in a pretty good spot. Since we don't have any switch cards, that might be a possibility. We do need another energy as well, because if we can get an energy, we can easily just retreat obstruct, and with the doll put it to the deck, but we don't have the energy. There's the energy, so now we're just going to go into the doll, remove that burn, attach, put the doll to the bottom of the deck, go into the Goon, and honestly it would have been better to put the Jirachi into play. I'm gonna go ahead and evolve the Obstagoon, put 30 on the Blacephalon, and then go ahead and put this Jirachi into play now and obstruct. So now the Blacephalon GX is out of our way. An Ordinary Rod can bring it back. Not all the Baby Lons lists play Ordinary Rod, but it's an option. We have Boss's Order, and as long as we can find another knockout, we should have this game pretty much sealed up. Baby Blacephalon hits the active, 3 energies on it. Can't do much to our Obstagoon. There's the Oricorio, and I believe this has Dark Weakness, which it does, so this Boss's Order onto the Oricorio is going to get us the game if our opponent doesn't do anything too tricky. Ultra Space is going to shuffle the deck. They fail the search. One has a pretty big hand of 8 cards, and there's a concession. We had the win with the Boss's Order on the Oricorio, and yeah, just showing off the power Obstagoon could be its counters, so let's get into another game. Alright, getting into the next game. Our opponent opens the Zacian. We have a Jirachi, but our hand is a lot more playable than the last time we opened a Jirachi to a Zacian. I guess it was an ADP, but nice gold Zacian in the active. Probably going to be some sort of combo Zacian deck or Lucario Melmetal Zacian. I think the Lucario Melmetal Zacian would probably be the hardest because that GX attack can remove our energies. There's a Shrine, so probably ADP Zacian or combo Zacian. There's the energy attachment, Primate Wisdom. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that card. There's a Jirachi and Intrepid Sword. So energy attach. Oh, double energy attach. All right, so we need to pick up some speed, get going here. Our hand's actually pretty good now, but I definitely want that dark energy into play. We do have Candy Rosa, so I guess it's all right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Stellar Wish first. We do get another quick ball, so I'm gonna keep this hand. Pretty satisfied with it. Gonna go ahead and slap this Poké Doll into play. Go ahead and quick ball, getting rid of the Cynthia. I'm gonna grab a Zigzagoon, put that into play. Put 10 onto 90, 90. Put it on the Jirachi. And then I'm gonna go ahead and quick ball away the Obstagoon in our hand and go grab a Zigzagoon. So now we have Candy Rosa, and then we can attack next turn with counter gain if our Jirachi gets knocked out. If our Jirachi doesn't get knocked out, we're in a tough spot, but I think our Jirachi or one of the Pokemon in play is going to get knocked out. And the Rosa should work on the Lillie's doll, because the Lillie's doll acts as a Pokemon when it's in play. So anything that gets knocked out triggers Rosa, and then we can do pretty much anything. So Rosa, really solid engine for this deck. Rosa's a really strong card. Didn't see a whole lot of play, saw some play in ADP Keldeo, but that kind of fell wayside to Zacian once Zacian came out. There's the quick ball. It's just carrying a Metal Energy. I want to set up the Zacian really quick, so it's not a whole lot they can do to top this. I'm gonna go ahead and grab another Zacian. I haven't seen ADP yet. There's another patch. Wow, they're actually just they're going in. There's the attachment from the patch. Primate Wisdom, switching a card. There's another attachment. Now they have pretty much 2 Zacians powered up. And there goes our Jirachi. So we're gonna go ahead and go into one of the Zigzagoons and just start obstructing. And this Zacian deck probably doesn't have much of a response to it. There's another Goon as well, so we even got the candy on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and hold it though because I don't want it to get knocked out. We're gonna go ahead and grab the Goon, and energy, and a counter gain so we can get swinging. Our hand looks pretty bad, but our opponent shouldn't be able to do a whole lot, so we're in a pretty good spot. I'm gonna go ahead and evolve, put 3 onto the Zacian, attach, and then counter gain, and start obstructing. 90 damage. Our Goon can't be hit by the basics, so unless our opponent plays a tech, there shouldn't be a whole lot they can do. As long as we stay down on prizes, the counter gain will work. We're gonna need to find a new attacking strategy in a second, or soon. So I did realize that I did my math wrong, and we needed that ping from the Galarian Zigzagoon to knock this out, but I think this is okay because we want to stay behind on prizes as long as we don't have as much stuff going on. And our opponent's just thinking, probably seeing if they have a way out of this obstruct lock. There's the Primate Wisdom. Maybe they got a game plan. Switching their card with their top deck. Unless the opponent plays a tech like Mawile or something like that, I don't think there's a whole lot they can do. We still don't know everything about the deck. It's possible that they have Lucario Melmetal and are going to try and do something like that. So, still don't know. Opponent might not even have the energy to attack, which he shouldn't be attacking, but unless he has Boss's Order. Not really sure what our opponent's thinking about. There's the Scrapper. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty big. We might not have the attack next turn, which is a pretty big deal. Just an Intrepid Sword, so that was a little unfortunate. The Scrapper coming in, removing our counter gain. And there's a switch, so I'm gonna go ahead and go into this Pokédoll and try and buy a turn. And I'm just gonna pass. So not a whole lot going on. That Scrapper really came in clutch for our opponent and definitely put us in a bit of a troubling spot. Boss's Order taking out the benched Obstagoon could be a little troublesome. There it is. There goes the Boss's Order onto the Goon, and the Brave Blade gonna take it out. So definitely a bad turn of events from what we were expecting. Our hand not being so great just definitely messed that up. There's another candy, so we're seeing a little bit of the inconsistent side of the deck. Gonna go ahead and pass. We gotta find something quick, or another Boss's Order could spell some doom for us. There's the Sonia, so it looks like it is that combo Zacian deck. There's the Mr. Mime and the Jirachi. Primate Wisdom, looks like our opponent's gonna get the whole combo going. There's the Mime, switching what's probably the Jirachi into the prize cards. And there's a switch into the Zacian. Brave Blade coming down. We really need to find a way to start swinging again. Gonna promote our Zigzagoon. And there's a Sableye V, not quite what we're looking for. Gonna buy us some more time though. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into play and pass. We are in some trouble. We really gotta find a Zigzagoon next turn with some ways to attack. Otherwise, we're in a pretty bad spot and could lose this game. Combo Zacian, definitely one of our better matchups, just a little bit of unfortunate hand timing, and the Tool Scrapper definitely not working in our favor here. There's the switch into the Zacian. Brave Blade gonna take out the Zigzagoon, and now we are stuck with a Sableye V and a top deck and a Dream. So gotta hopefully we find a There's the combo, gonna net him another prize card, and we draw nothing. So a GG's to our opponent, gonna end the game with a load search. Grab that doll. But that's gonna be it for the goons. It's a little inconsistent, but as we saw, the game plan works. Obstruct can prevent basics from attacking. Shout out to Trainer Chip for the deck list and all of that. All his social medias will be in the description to go check him out. Gonna be streaming today, so go check us out on the streaming link in the Discord description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you guys.